Hello everyone. Thank you so much for being here on the page. I am very thankful for the support of your comments, your likes, your shares, whoever decides to donate. I appreciate it. At the same time, we're growing so fast. I'm going to wait a little bit for you guys to let me know if the sound is okay. Thank you so much. Raisa, can you please let me know if the sound is okay? It is raining day here in Mexico where I live, so I'm going to go with the flow. Today I wanted to share a little bit of what I am recording for the next course that is going to be in the Lion's Gate with the guidance of the Syrians, and it's fine. Great, Vanessa, appreciate it. If you guys have questions for your guys or that in need of healing, after a few minutes of what I wanted to share, my little class, I will love to reply to all your questions or to do healing. All my videos are healing, so whatever you need now, please type it in and we're gonna ask our guys to work together. So let me set the intention, whoever it is in the highest good, to be here in the best way for all of us together as one. Please receive whatever that it needs. It may be an answer, guidance, healings. I'm going to ask all of your higher self to cooperate with me and my higher self to take my consciousness aside so I can be a clear channel for unconditional love and pure source consciousness. And it is done. July, it's energetically a soft month. Yes, believe it or not. So allow yourself to enjoy, to play around, to find your own relaxation. I wanted to talk on what it's coming. It's coming the Lion's Gate on the August 8th. It's where Earth directly aligned with the star system of Sirius, which is one of the brightest stars that we can see at night. Our ancient civilizations believe we could activate our DNA and connect with the gods directly, that many of them were for the stars. So they used to do their rituals and prepare themselves, and for that specific time I would like to do a course that is all about gifts and how to activate them. And this is what I wanted to share today. If you have questions from your guides, I'm gonna do a light language at the end. Any request for healing or anything, please type it in. I'm going to read all your comments later and then reply as much as I can. I am doing few meditations in the YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe and check it out. I have sound and healing music to put in the background as a healing device, and new meditations that I am posting. I hope you guys enjoy. I always appreciate all your feedback so I can improve myself. And this is what I wanted to speak about today. Time travel. What is it? Thank you so much for being here, Matilde. I appreciate it. In near Earth frequency, what I'm learning it is, my guy said, saying past life is an outdated concept of spirituality, and I have been working to understand and comprehend it so I can make it into a course for all of you, and this is why I wanted to explain today why it is an outdated, because it all happens at the same time right here. So let's say that this is me, right? And I do a DNA activation. No, this is me. And I do a DNA activation, let's say, in the Lion's Gate. And then I activate my DNA. I'm not going to come back. I travel in time and meet with the Syrians. I'm not going to come back to this. I'm going to come back to another aspect of me that is more upgraded, that had a new connection, that had a knowledge. And we have those shifts every second. Every second we're a new person. Every second we're born again. We're completely new. However, light language would like to come through, so I'm gonna let it just be. Tima se te ke ishka te kara ase te eke ishka. we don't notice because those versions of us are that similar. We still believe we are the same, and we keep carrying the same wounds and darkness from our past, even though we are no longer them anymore. So that's why shifting our mindset, it's so important. Sometimes we want to change the future by going back to the past. And that is all concepts of spirituality. Why? Because it's not necessarily to travel to past, because those are other versions of us that no longer exist. I'm no longer 5 or 15 or 20. I am 41. Right? So why do I have to travel in the past? Probably I'm gonna have to travel because we travel in time to a memory in the past every time we remember who hurt us or betrayed us or lied to us or whatever. So we could travel in the future or in other parallels to see how I can learn to forgive, right? For example, or whatever that I need to do in the present moment. I suggest that we always when we wake up should do at least one Akashic Records reading or past life reading, because normally the first things that come through are what they need to be healed. And even though maybe from the past or from the future or very traumatic experience like when I was burned as a witch or things like that, I'm going to bring information about things that we have anchored in past or lower frequency timelines, dark and light. Right? The dark, it is a negative frequency. That is a negative frequency that ensures positive movement. So don't be scared to the shadow. Don't be scared to be afraid. Don't be scared to be insecure or drained or frustrated or anger, because it's the way our light, our energy needs to move and create new realities. So they work together, angels and demons, dark angels and dark and angels. I was going to say dark aliens and aliens. They work together, they complement, because it's the way we grow and have an experience. So it's all happening at the same time. What my guy said it is that, like, when I want to manifest, we visualize, we do affirmations, we send light, but whatever thing I want, it's already mine in another time. I just have to match that frequency, and this is part of what I teach in the Alchemy of Abundance course, by changing my mindset. Because the mindset, it is the one that feels broken or not ready there or stressed out, but the soul and the spirit are already there, ascended, complete, full of love and light. I hope that makes sense. So, any question about these or any other things from you guys, please type them in and I will try to reply all of your questions. Don't get complicated to understand. Go with the flow. Whatever you needed to receive today, you will receive it through your own soul. So who it is, the higher self? The higher self, it's all of this, dark and light. Because the dark, it is what the soul wants to understand. Like, for example, let's say that I am ascended, but because I am already ascended and I know it all, it's like watching a movie, only the end. And then you say, oh, they got married, Maria was killed, it was a war, but how the war developed? How is it that Maria was killed? How is it that we got married? And this is why we decide to have soul fragments, so we understand what is it, what a war is like, what will feels like if I'm upset, or all those things that we experience. Good morning. I'm going to reply that question. So type your questions or any request for healing for yourself or anyone else. I'm going to get into that later. So The soul, it is our experience as a being of light from the spirit. When the spirit have experience, becomes a soul. The spirit is a pure source frequency. This is the way that I understand it. The God self, it is a part of us that is alive. Even though we are artificial intelligence in some timelines, that is consciousness. So source is all that it is, all possibilities for us to be. God is the whole dark and light alchemy, where we can choose just to be something, because there are beings that choose to explore darkness. What if I am going to be a killer to see what it's like to, right? And that it's a respectful choice. Now, what I understand it is that the more you ascend, even though you recognize your darkness within, it's not a choice that you will intelligently choose to do, because it is like, oh, I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat plastic. No, because I know plastic's not food. So it will be, the way that I understand, the way guys explain it is that even though the more higher I ascend, the more clear my darkness it is, I choose not to experience it because I integrate it in the moment. So karma do not get activated like the way we do, right? They rectify in the moment. Like, for example, oh, I'm gonna break this, I'm gonna stop folding it so it can be straight again. I hope that makes sense. So even though they can see their light and dark at the same time, let's say an Arcturian being for 7 dimension, they choose not to experience it because it is like pointless. It doesn't make sense for them anymore, because they already experience it in other planes, like our plane, for example. And this is another way in which we experience. We are love, we are wisdom, and we are power. But at the same time, we are female, we are androgynous, and we are male. So any aspect from this, it's all part of here, blended with the dark and the light and the in-between. That's why sometimes, if, let's say that someone says to me, eating my blood, I am so afraid to, I had a session and someone says, I can't have any partner and I am 33 because I'm so afraid to get hurt, and I haven't had any boyfriend at all because everyone in my family, it's all messed up in their relationships. That is a reason when we align into karma just because our mindset. Does that make sense? There is no, if you not experience having a partner or quitting your job or traveling, whatever you want to do, so the past lives see us meant to bring us into the present. It's just, Robbie, the way that I understand it, the past, it is the present from another time. In the future, it is the present from another time. So it's all the present. There is nothing else. It's not that I'm gonna die and in another life I'm gonna be ascended. No, I'm ascended already. This is the old life I have. This is the old life where I am me. Because other versions of me are other souls. They had other versions of my same higher self, other versions of the same guys. Does that make sense? It's just all, it's right here in this second. And in this second, I choose what to create. I can choose to experience darkness, and that's good. I can choose to experience sadness, happiness, joy, peace. The good thing about this plane is we have variety. Imagine if we were happy all day, all days. It would be boring, completely boring, because let's say that someone died in our neighborhood and we are like, love and light. It would not be proper for this reality. So in this reality, we're meant to experience all. In higher dimensions, is more neutral, almost as if they are feelless. I hope that is a word in English. they are so neutral that everything is integrated. They are all in this neutrality, that why sometimes guys may seem as if they don't feel. It's not that they don't have compassion or acknowledges our pain or suffering, but they are completely immune to that. Yes, because they are connected to source. When I'm connected to my source, if I'm hungry and I'm connected, I stop having hungry at all for that hour, an hour and a half that I channel. I feed from the light, and then all I need, it's given to me in that second. I don't feel any necessity about this connection. But after a while, gets like, it's good, but I think I want to do something else in this plane. And then I disconnect, and after I disconnect, I'm gonna get so hungry. Yes? I hope that makes sense. That's why sometimes we get sleepless at night. We get sleepless because our frequency becomes higher. Yes, becomes higher because we're not in resistance. That is the idea. And then we receive messages from guys, from other aspects, and then we are more active psychically. That's why those memes about me at 3 p.m., me at 3 a.m., right? That is a good thing. But sometimes it can be overwhelming or hard to adjust, because probably a normal person is going to have normal day and night, and we have all shifted. But we have all shifted because we're jumping all the time. Yes, like for example, me, I always thought I had bad memory, and then it afflicted me. I felt bad, guilty. Like when people said, Grethel, where did you put passports? We're gonna travel. I was like, I don't remember, right? All important things I never remember. Like for example, I don't know, 1 year didn't remember the birthday of my daughter. I still don't remember the birthday of my ex. Every year I was asking, are you born the 23 or the 28 or the 26? So I remember the kids message. Sometimes he get upset, but it is because I'm jumping all the time. Yes, so I'm jumping all the time because I access different timelines, and then when I go back into a timeline where I don't remember the birthday of someone that I care. I hope that makes sense. Let me see. When your body vibrates, I ignite. What does it mean? That is an excellent question, Adeli. It means Kundalini awakening. At the beginning, I got so freaked out. I didn't know what was happening to me. Kundalini energy is a pleasant, blissful energy that is very similar to 5D. 5D energy, it's like a heaven all the time. It's just soft, gentle, pure love. It's like orgasmic a little bit. Not sensual, but it could be sensual. It depends. But it's blissful. It's just love. But it's a love that it doesn't match this archetypes we use as humans. That's why Kundalini is so associated with twin flames, partners, things like that. But it doesn't have to be that you are connecting with any soul. It could be that your body, it's in full, it's full of love in such a way that it will vibrate by itself. What represents it is that, because I notice in myself, we are unblocking our own technology. And then our own chakras, we start communicating together, and then sometimes we move, like a channel that I move. Sometimes you're gonna feel the movement in your belly, in your legs, in your head, like tickles, things, electricity. It is because of the changes in the energy that our body is adjusting. Yes, someone asked also, paralysis when you sleep, and that is an excellent question. In the old spirituality, they say that a ghost was trying to attack you, a dark entity. I don't think that's true at all. I think what happened is we go out of body all the time, but we don't remember. Even Christians. we do out of body all the time because it's when our soul gets access to the matrix to set, realign, connect things, but sometimes it's not meant for the people to be fully aware in the conscious in the present moment, so we don't remember. But when our soul got out of body too fast and we haven't practiced that consciously, we cannot move because there is a disconnection from the body and the soul. And then we get paralyzed for a few seconds. When I channel, right now I'm paralyzed from my chest down. I can only move because this is what I am doing, but because I'm completely connected and guides are coming true. So in a way, being paralyzed, it is because you are channel. It could be that you are channel something that is in a greater field than one that you are used to, and your body feels like if your body shut down, but in reality your body, it is adjusting. So sometimes maybe we can move, or maybe we will shake, or something that may be happening. I hope I'm trying to do and explain. I needed a while to understand. Guide said for me, I think it was couple days ago, they say, Grethel, you don't have 1 year old, 5 year old, 20-year-old, and 40-year-old. It's all happening as it is. It appears to you because you are in the illusion of being a human, because you have the anchor of time. But when we move to 5D, we don't have time anymore. You are aware of everything that happened to you all the time. Yes, all those aspects of you. So where it claims it's already in 5D, if it still thinks we have Tuesday and Wednesday and January and March, that's not true, because in 5D we won't have time anymore. In high 5D, it feels as in between almost 5D but still physical. As far as I understand, in 5D, we won't be physical anymore. You can materialize yourself if you want to, but you can choose to be a being of light. I hope that makes sense. Let me see. Vanessa, hip, pelvis, lower back, several doctors have not been able to figure out. Vanessa, it's just, it will be, if I were you, I will look in Google the meaning of the emotional causes for those imbalances that you have. But doctors may not be able to figure it out because our technology may not ready to deal with whatever you are working to. But if your soul chooses to have those physical problems, it is because it's the highest and the best way for you to evolve. Sometimes it is just a service that we're doing for ourselves and our own family. So go within. For me, for example, sometimes I Google, what does it mean that I burn my finger or whatever if I am not getting it? And sometimes random questions will be questions that coming from your higher self. But most likely all those chakras are associated with root and sacral chakra. So ground, meditate, rest, allow yourself to feel safe, to feel complete, to feel secure, to feel protected, so you can heal those aspects of your body. I hope that helps. I can send healing if you want to. Vanessa, if you want to, just say yes, and where from you can. Dear sister, angel divine, I'm having neck, shoulder pain. Appreciate having some insights. Yes. Neck and shoulder pain is very associated with Pleiadian star system. Pleiadians have normally issues with throat and sacral chakra. And this is related to communication. Yes, okay, Vanessa. I'm gonna send my guys to connect with your guys. Any communication block that you may have, maybe you are not listening to yourself. This is what I'm getting from your guys, and at the same time, carrying stuff that doesn't belong to you. Think sometimes that we see in the collective, like let's ask for prayers to Africa because of whatever. Sometimes we can read something, see, and then feel this ache within our soul, and that ache will be represented in some weakening into our own physical vessel. So you could do a clear meditation, but if you want to, I can do a little bit of healing for you, Angel. Mana asite eke ishka dera asite ki ishka utu. You can communicate with Archangel Gabriel. He can assist you. Let me go to the next one. Type your questions. If I miss anyone, I will do this as a service. So the past life. Thank you so much for your stars, Alvin. I appreciate so much your support. You are one of my angels, and your drawing I had almost done. Almost. It looks so galactic and so amazing. I hope you like it. Our present is already perfect and ascended. Yes. And my guy said to me, you are all perfect and you all could need some work. I hope that makes sense. Healing for my mom and her kidneys and night yes. Of course. Kidneys are directly associated with fear. So I will suggest detox for any physical imbalances will be the idea, because our body, every feeling we have, it's like we're killing cells in our physical body, and then those killing cells become pain, disease, things. But when we detox, we allow our body to renovate itself and release all those density dots. I think we see it for any reasons. We all do that. I'm not immune to that. We all do that. And it's okay. So it's very important to clear your aura all the time. Let me send here. And if anyone have any trouble with the lower chakras, you guys can put your hands in your belly or in your back. I feel it on my kidneys. So I'm gonna do just a few seconds of light language. Ni nete iki ishka de ara asete ko ukite iki ma ti iki ishka. The energy from all of us is very red, orange, and yellow. So whoever is coming through the light language, it will be for grounding. I think it's what we all need right now. Who are my guides? Tamara, you have 5 guides. Okay, let me check. You have a guardian angel that looks like male, but very androgynous, very feminine male. Then you have a fairy, looks like a dragonfly, and then you have 3 human guides. 2 women and 1 male. Male has dark skin, skinny. Yes, it's an ancestor of yours, and then the 2 female are ancestors too, so family members that are now in the spirit realm. One like in her 20s and the other like in her 50s. I'm not getting names, but you have 5. Let me see. You're welcome, Raisa. Let me see. Thank you so much. Appreciate. Good morning. Hello. Yes. Raisa, you guys are saying that practice to stay connected. Practice to stay connected with yourself. They are always around you, always within your field, like 1 step ahead and 1 step in your back, like for protection. But notice when you are connected. And connection is going to come for you translated in laugh, relaxation, being positive, like being in the flow. I hope that makes sense. Let me see if I have any other questions. If not, any questions about this one, let me know. Let me see, I have a question for Robbie. Through the night that manifests back pain in hips, I have been seeking answers. We're gonna do a healing right now, but I'm gonna connect with you guys, Robbie. You're shifting. I feel like you just needed like some rest. I don't think you have been resting a lot, and you are doing a lot of work in the light. So the back pain, it was meant to slow you down a little bit so you can integrate. Can I ask healing my spine? Yes. One way to heal the spine and the lower chakras is sit straight, because you instantly rectify your aura. Bakur, Roxana, any advice and message for you? Bright days coming ahead is what your guide said. Heather Aroha, I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. I love the message and inside. Yes. Be at state of peace instead of seeking for peace. This is what you guys said, Heather. I hope that makes sense. Thank you so much, Teresa. Appreciate it. I have been working on downloading. I'm going to be recording videos this week, and then I'm gonna post, I think, next week, whatever teams we're gonna have. Yon, yes. Let me see. Can I ask for healing my spine? I think we're gonna do a light language. Let me drink a little bit of water. And we're going to work with the lower chakras. Any special requests for any light language that you would like to receive today? Let me see. Any insight for me, Bertra? Yes. Don't forget to fill yourself with love. This is what it's coming to my mind. Hola, Alex. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you live. Thank you. Habladas, my guys as well. Yes. I think you're healing a lot. I'm seeing you like purple. So allow yourself, you're healing to be kind and gentle with yourself, but also be kind and gentle with others. Let me see if I have any last question before. Any light language that you would like me to bring, or just go with the flow? I posted a dolphin codes this week. Those codes, I did them last year. You guys can use it for personal use. I put the meditations that you could use, but you could use any meditation for myself or for anyone. I put dolphins. I have been doing dolphins 2 weeks in a row because dolphins are experts on physical healing. They work with the magnetic fields of everything, and because they are living in the same planet as us, it's easier for them to understand what we feel, because they feel the same struggles sometimes, even though they are very different than us. So it's very easy for them to tap and to receive healing. I think I'm gonna channel the dolphins. Another thing that I was gonna say, it is I think it is 8 or 10 meditations in the membership on YouTube. depending on the level that you are. And I'm going to post your channel and codes today for the ones that are in the higher level. You guys can access for $2.99. And I already complete 119 videos, depending on the level that you have. If you enter YouTube from your computer, it will say join. If you click, it will explain whatever that level. It's basically a big library for videos. And then for public, I am adding, because I made a mistake in the dates, but I hope, but I'm sure it was meant to be, so I just leave it like that. And if you would like, check it out. I posted a few awesome meditations for this week. And next week, I'm going to post few codes of abundance. Few person having asking me that they have abundance intentions. So next week, I'm going to post 15 abundance codes that you guys can use for free for personal use, please. Because sometimes I see people modify them and put them in their pages. I mean, whatever, the codes are not mine, but the intention it is that we can use them for healing. And then I put some meditation. If you guys would like to do it, that is going to be open for all of us. And I'm ready to do the light language. I think I'm going to do the dolphins. Please take a deep and gentle breath and invite your higher self in. Invite your guides for support. And as you breathe, set the mindset that you need today to receive healing. Ask the mind to listen and to cooperate for you. Try to breathe in a way that feels comfortable for you. And the only step required for you to do today is be conscious about the way you breathe. If you got distracted, go back to your breathing. We're going to welcome the dolphins and whales. Temate ishka dere asite iki ishka. The concept of light from Sirius. They are beings from water. They are from Sirius. They are mermaids, dolphins, and whales. They look a little bit different than the ones that we have here on this planet. And they are all connected as one big circle of light. Tiki aka, teke aka shakoro, mate isete eki ishka. I am Kai, and I'm going to speak as one being many. Many intergalactic beings that are connected with your dolphins and whales in the oceans. Chima hake teki ara te isake te uba. Uba te iki ishka. Shina baha. Hiha teha sake te aku ushka te iki ikiana. Please open your heart so we can connect. We will work through your own guides and higher self. Timaha seki tikara ateki ishkatera asekute iki ishkana. Nima te seke ishka. Please imagine, and as you do, see liquid light all around you. And just choose to step in an ocean of light that bathes, clear, balance every aspect of you, starting from your toes, takata ashketera titi ikisa, your ankles, soft and gentle. Tima seki itekia nea vahese, hoiga sha nti ima ikite ikina. Going up, up, ascending in intensity, but soften to the feeling. Teki shta, Nima seki ite ki ira ate ko ushkatera asete eki ishka. This liquid light, it's connected from the center of the star Canis and Ceres, going all the way down from the center of the galaxy into each drop of water in your oceans, connected with all the living beings in the oceans, going from animals, plants, the spirit of water, clouds, the rain, the rivers, the lakes. Can you feel the relaxation? Ti ishka na sehe ki ite iki ishka. Let the water to be right in your hips, touching your base chakra. Ti saha kite mane de iki ishka. From your root chakra and down, you will become liquid light, allowing yourself to flow, to move, to shift. Ti ishka nase de kara tumasiki ishka te kia kote iki ishka. Feel gratitude for being here today. Feel the joy for the relaxation. Feel the support. We are you from another time, space, in another form, in another expression. Spirits that become one through the heart. Tima seki ishkada aseheki iteki ishka. Open, open, open yourself to the light, right below and entering the base chakra. Ti ishkata nehsate eke ishka. Ti ma sete eke ishka. Know, feel, realize. Be aware that every sound, every movement, every thought, it's all part of this healing. And all the whales and the dolphins from your oceans send waves of love and gratitude. Tiki ishkatara hai kita ukui kita na asite iki ishna. As you breathe, allow the connection to be. If you cannot feel it or sense it, create the feeling that you do. Tiki ashta nima si che eki ishka. Tima seke ete ki ishka niha hea mahaki te aso ikiaya. Let the water to slightly go up, 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 completely filling with love and light your base chakra. Feel the ease and the softness of the light. The ashka nihesa ti ma ne. Allow to be to kushta nihama site eki ishka. Allow it to be. Bathe yourself in the light. Ti mara asete eki ishka. Mi ne ti hase ketara oku ite eki. Receive these codes from freedom to flow, to allow, for support, for safety nets, embracing all that you are. Let the water, this healing light, to ascend, up, up, just what you need now, not more, not less. You can always go back to this recording and receive just what you need in the now. Because tomorrow, it is the now of the moment. There is no other moment than the moment of now. The most important moment in your life is not tomorrow. It's not another plane. It's now. Tima ashka ni hesakete ikira huku deki ishka. Now the wells go in circles, spiral light and healing, allowing this liquid light to move up, 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 bathing the sakura chakra, your inner child selves, bringing playfulness and joy. Have you ever seen a dolphin doing spirals in the water, being silly, joking with humans? This is what dolphins are doing, flipping around, splashing in the water, inviting all of you to enjoy this now. Playing around, exploring, moving, letting that star shell within you to guide you, to lead you. Teka ashka. Ni hasaka mate eke ishka tera asite eke ishka. Now I will ask each of you to imagine you have a camera in your spine. What did you see? Did you feel any hooks? Did you see spots of darkness? Did you see weak spots? Is your spine straight? Or is the spine from someone who feels insecure and afraid, unworthy, unvalued, unprotected? Or do you feel confident in who you are, ready to be your own superhero, your own guiding light, going straight in your ascension journey? Now go back in time. How does your back and the position of your body reflects to the world when you are afraid and unprotected? But how do you feel when you feel empowered, happy, joyful, secure, surrounded by people that supports you, that encourage you, that recognize your light, your wisdom? Don't you feel like a superhero, like someone special and unique? How does a special and unique person in you stand up and reveal itself to the world? Timashkatera sekarata koroshkatene esite eki ishkana ikite kia kana teki ishka. A simple way for you to heal your chakras is to change the position of your body. The position of your body reflects your vibratory feel, how your energy feels, positive, negative, low, high. But when you instantly rectify the position of your body, you instantly rectify your aura. And you can do that in seconds, but that will require that you are aware of where you are. So the next question is where you are now. Are you in the future? Are you crying for what happened in the past? Worried about being hatred about what happened to you when you were 5? Thinking what you could do next year? Where you are now? Embracing who you are, your uniqueness, your light. Tekishka tira asite eki ishka. And now allow the water to go up, 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 beating every aspect of you. As You swim with us in the waters of Gaia, in the oceans of the Atlantic, the Pacific, sending love and light to all that it is. The oceans of Gaia are finding a new level of being. You may see storms, hurricanes, changes. It's all about finding that balance in all that it is. Not only the beings from the ocean, but also the humans who enter our own kingdom, sometimes creating imbalances within our own paths. We assist the ascension of all. We are connected to the stars and we are connected to Gaia. And as we flow with balance and harmonization into all that it is, because we are one in the heart with all. Tima sete eki ishtara asete eki ishkate iki iki. We're grateful to be in your heart today. Thank you so much for having us. Chiki karakata asete eki ishka. We are in love with this moment. Thank you so much. Many blessings. Tara aka ishka. That was good. That was like fun. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for your stars, for your comments. Appreciate your support. I was seeing dolphins making jump and throwing things. It just made me feel like traveling to the ocean. Maybe I will do that. I think after the course, after the Lionsgate course, I'm gonna see if I can have a vacation and then travel. Thank you so much for being here. I'm gonna do your recording later, Shina. Let's see what comes through. I'm gonna take advantage of the connection. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the support and I hope I was being helpful. Have a beautiful, lovely week. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.